lightning bolt strike nearby here and then take down one of our cameras, honestly, here on the roof of Caraway Speedway. But fortunately, everybody's safe. In fact, there were some floaties out in the infield because pit road had flooded just a little bit. And today we are qualifying. Practice was completed yesterday for the Smart Modified Tour. And now we are ready to roll for qualifying. First car up on the racetrack. She is out of Wakefield, New Hampshire, in the Yellow House B&B Pine Knoll Racing PSR machine. It will be the 01 of Melissa Fifield. Melissa coming in here to this race. Her second attempt with the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic. And since last November, man, she has been through a journey, recovering from breast cancer that was diagnosed last July. She announced it just after the North Wilkesboro member and has battled back strong, competing today here at Caraway Speedway. We'll have a dead lap as the first lap since these cars have not been on the racetrack since yesterday. So next time by will be the first lap of record during Pace-O-Matic Pole Award qualifying on a Sunday here at Caraway. Melissa, 158 career starts with the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. Coming off of turn number 4 right now, trying to get on the gas. Very hard to do that coming off of turn number 4. First lap on the racetrack, a 17.648 for Melissa Fifield. We'll see if she can pick it up. Remember, the top 8 as a result here in qualifying have the opportunity to possibly redraw. We'll explain that in just a little bit. Checkered flag is out for Fifield. Second lap on the racetrack, a lot better, 17.298. First car during Pace-O-Matic Pole Award qualifying. Here's a driver making his first start with the Smart Modified Tour, the 25X of Joe Bellinger in the AMQ Architecture Public Works First Responder race car. Great modified driver, having him some success here at Caraway Speedway this year. Has been a winner in crate mods over the past couple of seasons and knows this racetrack very well. So why not make your first start with the Smart Modifieds, the Tour type, big horsepower cars here at Caraway. Green flag now in the air for Bellinger here at Caraway. Can be very intimidating. Struggled just a little bit in the shortened practice session that the Smart Tour had yesterday here at the track near Asheboro, North Carolina. One more lap to go for Bellinger. First lap, a 16.736, already to the top of the board for young Bellinger, a student at NC State University. I don't know if they won yesterday or not. Didn't pay attention to the red here, the Wolfpack, but they did, I'm told. Checkered flag in the air. 16.675 will be his best time. Bellinger now with the time to beat after 2 cars in qualifying. The next car, this driver sits just outside the top 10 in points coming into this race. And the number 18 out of Lexington, North Carolina, and the Yates Grading and Paving Leisure Time Rentals PSR machine for Daniel Yates. Yates has some success here at Caraway Speedway, one of his better tracks on the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic. A 4th place run back in 2020 and a 9th place run in 2023. 2 top 10 finishes, hoping to get back to that top 10 flurry like he had earlier in the season. Green flag is out. He's nice and down the bottom of the racetrack in turn number 1, but a little wiggle coming off of turn number 2 as he tried to put the power down to that number 18 machine. Good looking race car with the numbers on the quarter panels for this one. First lap now complete for Daniel Yates. 17.009 for Daniel Yates on lap number 1. Got to pick it up a little bit. The time to beat, 16.675 from Bellinger, the car that went just prior to the 18 getting on the racetrack. Daniel Yates, 16.778, a little bit quicker on his second lap, but he will remain second quick after lap number 2. making a return to the Smart Modified Tour wars is the driver of the number 40 with Bass Pro Shops on the side of that race car. He is out of Mooresville, North Carolina. That is the PSR chassis house car for Carter McMurray. Carter McMurray, the son of Jamie McMurray, former Daytona 500 winner. Now Carter has been a Rookie of the Year competitor with the Smart Modified Tour, just took a race off, has been concentrating on some crate modified competition where he has won on a couple of different occasions at Ace Speedway near Elon University. Green flag in the air for Carter McMurray, who is doing double duty today. Just picked up the top time in the Carolina Crate Modified Series qualifying held just prior to the Tour Type Modifieds hitting the racetrack. McMurray scored a top 5 finish in the first race of the year in Florence, South Carolina. Carter McMurray, fast time so far, 16.599. We'll see if he can do better on his second lap here. Phil Stefanelli and everybody from PSR guiding this young driver in his journey this year. A little bit slower on his second lap, a 6.19 to the 5.99, but Carter McMurray sits on top of the board so far. The youth has certainly gone wild in the Smart Modified Tour this year. Several competing for the Racing Electronics Rookie of the Year, including this driver in the number 4 out of Walnut Cove, North Carolina, in the Greg Butcher Trucking Bryson Brothers Aerial Solutions PSR. Ben Gable owning this machine for Slate Myers. Slate top 5 run in the season opener at Florence back in March. Competed in his first Smart Modified Tour race here last year at Caraway Speedway. New scheme on this car that he debuted during the Smart Beach trip 1 weekend ago near the eastern shore of North Carolina. Slate Myers, third quick on his first lap, a 16.704 for the 16-year-old. Slate also competing at Bowman Gray Stadium, a NASCAR competition. You were able to see that on FloRacing all season long. Checkered flag is out. Fast time for Slate Myers, 16.544 for the 16-year-old driver of the number 4. Here's a guy that's having himself a really good year with the Smart Modifieds. He is out of Galloway, New Jersey, in the Jersey Shore Contracting Iron Revolution, LBI Pest Control, and First Horizon Realty Corporation Troyer machine, the number 73 of Paulie Hartwig. Hartwig comes into this one third in the series point standings, finished third at Carteret County Speedway last Saturday night. Green flag is out for Paulie Hartwig III. Hartwig has been so impressive behind the wheel of this machine, especially in the later stages of every race. A winner at Hickory Motor Speedway this spring with the Smart Modified Tour. First lap, 16.814. Struggled with this car for speed yesterday. He's got to pick it up on his second lap if he's to have any shot at the top 8. Little slideways off of turn number 4. Checkered flag out. Fast time for Paulie Hartwig, 16.366 for the youngster in the 73, just 14 years old. Making a return to the Smart Modified Tour here at Caraway. Haven't seen this guy in a while. In the number 22 machine out of Advance, North Carolina, in the Carolina Drilling Tutterow Racing Fury machine with an ECR engine underneath the hood. It's Jason Tutterow. One warm-up lap, and that is due to Mother Nature cutting short practice yesterday here at Caraway Speedway. So let the drivers, since there's really no action from that point until today, let them get acclimated to the racetrack, and now under a lap of record during qualifying with the green flag waving on the front stretch. Tutterow, a top 10 finisher and the Pace-O-Matic King of the Modifieds last year at South Boston Speedway. His best run in his short Smart Modified Tour career. Tuttero's first lap, 17.344. He's got to stand on the gas if he's going to move up the charts here. Tuttero a little cautious going into turn number 3, but right down on the bottom of the racetrack. A little bit delayed getting onto the gas off of turn number 4. Tuttero better on his second lap, but still not fast enough to break into the top 5. 17.331 for Jason Tuttero. Here's a guy making his first start of the season in the number 39 car out of Grimsby, Ontario, Canada. Lives in Mooresville, North Carolina right now. Sponsored by the garage doors of the Triad. Caden Lapsevich, a former NASCAR Canada Series champion, has been wheeling just about anything that he could sit behind the wheel in the last couple of years. Ran down at Pensacola, Florida at Five Flags Speedway in their Snowball Derby weekend last year. Green flag out for the driver making his second start with the Smart Modified Tour. Lapsevich, a former Winchester 400 pole sitter in Indiana on the high banks. 36-degree banking, a little less here at Caraway. 1 lap in the books. Cade Lapsevich second quick on his first lap. 16.506. Very good first lap. Best one of record so far during the Smart Modified Tour qualifying. He will remain second quick. 16.409, just misses by less than a tenth of a second to Paulie Hartwig's 16.366. So Lapsevich second so far during qualifying. Here's a car that has been searching for speed a little bit as of late. Had a couple of good finishes, consistent runs during the Smart Beach Tour last weekend on the eastern shore of North Carolina. In the number 99 out of Statesville, North Carolina, in the Mount Airy Toyota Troyer machine for Jamie and Cheryl Tomeno, it's Jake Crum. Jake has run here at Caraway Speedway so many times through the years. Back in his late model stock car days, takes the green flag down the front stretch. Even with that experience, his best run in a late model stock car was a 10th place effort in 2007 with the old UARA late model stock car series. White flag is out. Jake Crum second quick on his first lap. 16.374, inching very close to Paulie Hartwig's time. He's got to pick it up by 1/100th of a second to get the time. Will he get it done? He does not. His first lap, the best lap of record, he slipped to a 4.91 on his second lap. So Jake Crum in the 99 is second quick. This next driver on the racetrack is getting better and better with each race he runs, riding a streak of 4 top 10 finishes in a row. He had a pair of top 5s just last weekend during the Smart Beach Tour. Jack Baldwin in the 7NY out of Mooresville, North Carolina, with Mohawk Northeast on the side of that PSR machine for Tommy Baldwin Racing. Baldwin, a runner-up finish. His career best with the Smart Modified Tour came last Saturday night at Carteret County Speedway in Swansboro, North Carolina. Second to his brother Luke Baldwin. It was a 1 and 2 Baldwin finish at Carteret with the Clash. Baldwin could be picking up a win before the end of the season. That's how good this kid has gotten. A graduate of App State University. A little tight down there in 3 and 4 on his first lap. Baldwin, 16.984, first lap time for the 7NY. His grandfather, the legendary Tom Baldwin, one of the modified greats from Long Island, New York. A little bit better on his second lap, but not where Jack Baldwin wants to be. 6 quick, 16.620 for Jack Baldwin. The next driver on the racetrack could be a threat for victory lane here today. He's always good at Caraway Speedway. And the number 55 out of Wesley Chapel, Florida, in the Cherokee Underground garage doors of the Triad machine for Jeremy Gerstner, the Flying Floridian. Jeremy ran the Smart Beach Trip last week in the Shady Grady Racing number 15. Now this is his own race car. Green flag is out for the 55. A little bit high in turns 1 and 2. Way up the racetrack is Jeremy Gerstner. Not what he wanted to begin Pace-O-Matic Pole Award qualifying with. He'll try to regroup on lap number 2. One win for Jeremy Gerstner here in Tour Type Modified competition back in 2017. Scoring being reset here. We'll tell you where Jeremy Gerstner qualified in just a second. Gerstner, 7th quick, 16.651 on his second lap. So Gerstner got some work to do during this 99-lap race here today at Caraway. Big surprise that this next driver only has one Pace-O-Matic Pole Award this year because he's always quick in qualifying. Driver the number 2 out of South Bend, Indiana in the Shitty Coolers, Finzer Rollers, Capital Automotive Group, Aggressive Hydraulics, Montrose Molders Corporation, PSR. For Coulter Motorsports with Randy Renfro turning the wrenches. Also Jonathan Brown on that race car for the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman. Newman still looking for his first win here at Caraway Speedway in a Tour Type Modified with the Smart Modified Tour. Newman, white flag coming out. He's got a runner-up finish here with Smart. Wants to get that victory. 4th quick on his first lap, 16.475. We'll see if the Shitty Coolers car can pick it up just a little bit on his second lap. Newman, a magician of getting more speed out of his race car. Nice smooth line off of turn number 4. To the line he goes. And Newman just a little bit better, but he'll remain 4th quick. A 16.416 for Ryan Newman. Still a bunch of cars to qualify here at Caraway. So will Newman possibly get into the redraw, or will he be stymied right now, right in the middle, with some very fast cars still to come during Pace-O-Matic Pole Award qualifying, including this car now on the racetrack. A very brightly colored race car. This was for the Smart Beach Trip, but it was such a gorgeous paint scheme on this race car, a nice wrap, I should say, by Sag Wraps, that Burt Myers decided to keep it. He's out of Walnut Cove, North Carolina. He's got Citrus Safe Cleaners, Backyard Leisure Pool and Spas, and Pinnacle Financial on that race car. His wife, Kim, noted as the car owner. It's a PSR machine with a spec engine underneath the hood. Burt, a 3-time champion of the Smart Modified Tour. More than 100 victories at Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina as well. The Ace, a fan favorite and always good here at the .455 mile oval that is known as Caraway Speedway. Burt Myers, top 5 on his first lap, a 16.507. Now, everybody getting a good first lap. That second lap lately has been a little bit slower. Let's see if Burt Myers can change that equation here as the checkered flag waves. And he does. Fast time so far for Burt Myers, 16.317 for the driver out of Walnut Cove, North Carolina. So it's Burt Myers, Paulie Hartwig, Jake Crum, Caden Lapsevich, and Ryan Newman, your top 5. 6th is Slate Myers, 7th Carter McMurray, and 8th Jack Baldwin in the 7NY. Here's a driver that is red hot. He's got 3 straight top 5 finishes in the Smart Modified Tour in the 02 out of Miami Springs, Florida. In the Torch Eyewear Molecule Air Shock Drive Refine SRI Performance Bilstein Shocks Machine. That's a Fury race car for Joey Coulter. Coulter, a former winner on the NASCAR Truck Series, now making the Modifieds his home, specifically here on the Smart Modified Tour and he just climbed into the top 5 in points, and that's important because the top 5 after the race next Saturday at Dominion will qualify for the playoffs, a 3-race playoff series. Traditionally not the best qualifier, and he shows it on his first lap. 9th quick, 16.647. Coulter's got a step on the gas coming off of turn number 4. He does, and a little wiggle out of that race car. Coulter will remain not in the top 8. 9th quick. That first lap, the best. His 16.654 was his second lap. That's definitely going to be a little bit heartbreaking for Joey Coulter, battling for a championship this year with a Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic. This kid has been nothing short of sensational this year. He, too, battling to get in the top 5 for that locked-in playoff spot as well. This kid out of Manorville, Long Island, New York, in the EME Industrial High-Mark Building Efficiency Sundrop Walkertown Mill PSR race car for Hillbilly Motorsports. It's Joey Braun. Braun with a top 10 run at Carteret County Speedway on his first lap of Pace-O-Matic Pole Award qualifying. Braun, 19 Legends car wins at Riverhead Raceway. White flag is in the air for Braun, 10th quick, 16.650. He's got to step on it as well to get into the top 8. Just 1 week ago, his first Tour Type modified race that came at Riverhead Raceway, his home track on Long Island, New York. Braun does it. He's in the top 8 for now. 6th quick for Joey Braun, 16.537. Everyone excited for this guy last week at Coastal Plains Raceway on a Friday night. It's been an up and down season for the driver out of Oxford, North Carolina, with Pace-O-Matic on the side of this S&S Racing PSR. For J-Cash, Jonathan Cash went to Pace-O-Matic Victory Lane in the Friday night race near the shore of North Carolina. The only thing that I noted today or yesterday here at Caraway, he's a Duke fan. I'm a Tar Heels fan, so Jonathan Cash and I don't see eye to eye on that, but he's a wheelman coming from the karting ranks for so many years. He can definitely wheel a modified as well. Jonathan Cash completing his first lap of record during qualifying at Caraway. He is not going to be happy with that one. 16.810. Had to scroll way down the scoring sheet for Jonathan Cash. He's got to get on it now. He does, but it's not in the top 8. 9th quick for Jonathan Cash in the Sadler Stanley Racing Ride, 16.613 on his second lap. Here's a guy that had himself a good run in the shortened practice yesterday. He was top 5 when that practice ended when it started to rain here at Caraway Speedway. The number 21 out of Reedy Creek, North Carolina, in the Carolina Drilling Tuttle Racing Fury machine for the independent runner, Jimmy Wallace. We call him the nice guy because Jimmy loves to work on engines. That's his day job, but here he's been a full-time competitor the last couple of years with the Smart Modified Tour. First lap on the racetrack during qualifying. 5th place run back in 2021. His best year for Jimmy Wallace at Caraway Speedway. Let's see how good Jimmy's going to be here today during qualifying. First lap, 14th quick, 16.720. And he looks to have a little bit more speed on his second lap heading into 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out, Jimmy Wallace, so he's right on the bubble now of that redraw. 8th quick for Jimmy Wallace, 16.555. 16.555 for Jimmy Wallace out of Reedy Creek, North Carolina. Just 4 cars remain in qualifying at Caraway Speedway for the Smart Modified Tour. And nice to see this kid back here with us in the number 15 machine. One of the teenagers running the ZMAX Cars Tour right now. You can see all those races live on Flo. Nick taking a nice even approach to his qualifying run here. Remember, we have what's called a dead lap, a warm-up lap, if you will. Next time by will be the green flag for Carson Lofton out of Lexington, North Carolina, and the L&R Transmission, Steve's Tires and Automotive Unique Coatings machine for Shady Grady Racing. A car that his dad ran the last few seasons here. He now climbs behind the wheel of this car, vacated by Bryce Bailey just a couple of weeks ago. Bailey not in the house here. Expect to see him at the next event on the Smart Modified Tour at Dominion next Saturday. Carson Lofton, fourth quick on his first lap, 16.393. The first time he's behind the wheel of this race car, already looking good. He's got a shot at the pole. Fast time for Carson Lofton in the Shady Grady Racing 15, 16.259 for the kid, Carson Lofton. Only two multi-time winners on the Smart Modified Tour this year. One of them now on the racetrack. The defending series champion and current points leader in the 7VA out of Mooresville, North Carolina. That Pace-O-Matic Stanley Law Group PSR machine for Sadler Stanley Racing. It's the wild child, Luke Baldwin. Working some heat into those brakes, getting the tires to adhere to this racetrack. Baldwin with a win last Saturday night at Carteret County Speedway. And he also won back in March at Anderson, South Carolina. Baldwin's got a pretty significant lead at the top of the standings, but not unreachable with 2 races to go prior to the cut for the playoffs. Baldwin, a pole winner last year here at Caraway Speedway. Watch what he does. Kind of a signature get on the gas down in the corner. Luke Baldwin, not as good as Carson Lofton on his first lap. Luke Baldwin, 7th quick, 16.482. Carson Lofton was in the 3s on his first lap. But you never know what he's going to do coming to the line for Luke Baldwin. Baldwin remains 7th quick. A little bit better on his second lap, 16.416. But Luke Baldwin just inside the potential redraw here today for that 7VA. The person that won the Pace-O-Matic Pole Award when we were at Caraway Speedway with the Smart Tour back in July, now on the racetrack. And this is another one of those New Jersey speedsters, a second-generation modified racer out of Toms River, New Jersey. It's Kyle Sisko. Kyle finished 6th in that event, the Revolutionary 99, back during the 4th of July weekend at Caraway. His dad, Brian Sisko, longtime modified competitor, winner at Wall Stadium. Used to be a wrench on Jamie Tomano's machine and several other New Jersey racers as well. Now Brian turning the wrenches for his son here today. Sisko, 5th quick. Similar to Lofton, 16.378. So he's within reach here of this top time, coming around to take the checker to complete his qualifying effort. Sisko is 3rd quick, 16.365. He will be in the redraw. Kyle Sisko in that 31. This next race car on the racetrack, he has been just so strong since returning to the Smart Modified Tour. No engine at the start of the season for this Andretti team. But now that he's put Danny Bone behind the wheel, this guy is one contender each and every week, warming up his tires, getting those brakes a little bit of heat into them. He'll take his green flag for his qualifying effort next time by for the driver out of Freehold, New Jersey, with Cutting Edge Stoneworks, Alpine Partners, BKA Properties, and Dancer Farms on the side of this Troyer machine for Danny Bone in the 25. Bone, a former winner in Tour Type Modified competition here at Caraway Speedway. Bone in that 25, hoping to go back-to-back with victories here. Has won in the old SMRS series as well here at Caraway Speedway. 1 lap to go in qualifying for Danny Bone, but that first lap not quick at all. 12th quick, 16.570. A big surprise on his first lap. Can he pick it up here coming off of turn number 4? Danny Bone will not be in the redraw. A huge surprise. 16.465 for Danny Bone. 9th quick for the driver out of New Jersey. So that'll give the number 15 car of Carson Lofton the Pace-O-Matic Pole Award. There is the teenager, top 10 in the ZMAX Car Store late model stock car points. Running the Shady Grady Racing number 15. Saw his dad in the mix there just a second ago as well. But Carson Lofton, a winner a couple of seasons ago here at Caraway Speedway with a great run in qualifying. We'll come back for the qualifying redraw in just a few minutes on FloRacing.